the graphs of y equals f of x and its image after vertical and or horizontal compression are shown. So the red graph is our original f of x graph, and the blue graph is our image graph. Write the equation. So what are we asked to do? We're asked to write an equation. An equation has an equal sign with something on both sides. And it says in terms of the function f. So that means in terms of f means that the function f has to be on the right side of your equation. This is what we want to do. Okay? So we want an equation of the blue graph after the transformations. I'm going to show you two ways to do this. The first way is going to be the easier way, and the second way is going to be a better technique later on. Okay? So it's not the best technique right now. The easier way is the best technique, but the easier way won't work when we do stretching and moving left and right. So it's going to be important to see the better technique as well. Okay? So the easier way is to look at the red graph, and I'm going to color code this. There's 3 points that are labeled. I labeled on the red graph an A and a B, and we also have 0, 0. So we have 0, 0. We have A, which is at 2, negative 8. And we have point B, which is at 3, 9. Now something happens, and we get the following points on the image graph, blue, 0, 0. And on the image graph, we often write the same letters, but we put a little prime symbol, A prime, or a little dash. So the point A is now at 1, negative 4, and the point B on the image graph is now at 1.5, 4.5. And now we look for patterns. So this is a shortcut way. Has something happened to the x values? Yes. What did we multiply our x values by? It has to work for all three of them. Do you see that you've cut all of your x values in half? That all of your x values were multiplied by a half? The 0, 0 was not very helpful at all. I wrote it in there, but it's not a very helpful clue. And what do you notice with the y values? Same thing? That your y values were also cut in half? No?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, got me scared there. So 9 went to 4.5, negative 8 went to negative 4, and 0 wasn't very helpful, but it divide by half, or multiply by half, is still 0. Okay, so now that we have that, we know the x value is multiplied by half, the y value is multiplied by half. How do we show that? Well, here's our equation. So our equation needs an equal sign. Y equals. I have to have something on both sides of an equation. On the right-hand side, because it says in terms of the function f, you need to have the original function on the right-hand side. Y by a half is a vertical compression. That happens outside the function. X by a half is horizontal. That happens inside. And x's are liars. So will I write a half inside? No. What number do I write inside? 2, the reciprocal. Yes.
Is it wrong to put the half after the f?
Like you'd write f of 2x and a half after? It's
No, like f a half 2x.
that would be wrong.
That would be wrong.
Yeah. Because that both now both of those things are inside. And they would actually cancel out and do nothing. So we need the one thing to be on the outside, the other to be on the inside. Okay. Okay, so this would be the shortcut method. If you had this question and you just had stretches and compressions, this is the easiest way. Just look for what happened to the x's, what happened to the y's. Okay, later on, we're going to be unable to do this because we are going to have stretches and compressions first, and then we're going to move things after that left and right, which is going to make the mental math a little bit more difficult. So a second strategy is to look at horizontal change and vertical change. And what we do is we look at the original graph and we look at the horizontal change on the original graph from A to B. You go from 2 to 3. You see that that horizontal change is +1. Going from A, which is at 2, to B, which is at 3, the horizontal distance is 1. A prime to B prime, what is your horizontal change or your horizontal distance between A prime and B prime? You went from 1 to 1.5. It is now plus 0.5. To go from 1 to 0.5, you'd have to multiply by a half. This is shorter, I think, what we did the first part, but this is just analyzing the horizontal change. The vertical change. Again, on the red graph, from A to B. If you are going up, it's positive. So I'm at -8, I go up to 19. I'm going up 17 units to go from A to B. On the blue graph, A prime to B prime, I would go from -4 up to 4.5. That is up 8.5. And same thing here. Comparing 17 to 18.5, you'd have to multiply by half. So this would be another way to find the x by half, y by half. But for this first one, I think the points is really obvious and more straightforward. Okay, did we answer everything in the question? All right, always like to reread the question after. Write the equation of the image in terms of f of x, no domain, no range, perfect. Okay, questions you can circle on this one. 5, 12, 13, and 14.